guys, I'm Sinal Yates. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back home, and if you're new here, please sit back and relax because your stay is going to be absolutely productive. Well, in today's video, we'll be looking at some of the things that you should normalize doing before and during your exam season in order to get straight A's. Yay! Well, first of all, just like everyone else who gets good grades, I get asked questions like, how do you do it? How do you manage to keep a balance between your schoolwork and social media? Well, if I can do it, then you can also do it. Well, first of all, there's no special method. Just like everyone else, I am not perfect, and I also have my days where I just feel like there's a lot of pressure, and both aspects of my life, social media and school, expect me to show up. Okay, and during those days it gets like extremely difficult for me to like continue with my spiritual growth journey, and I get a lot of disturbances. But luckily, I know what I want, and I always tell myself that I'll get what I want, even if it means that I need to restart. Okay, so just like know what you want, set goals for yourself, and tell yourself that you can do it, and also work hard in order for you to like achieve them. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you guys when you study for your exams, let's look at your study space. How is it? Is it clean? Is it dirty? Is it like noisy, or is it like very well isolated? Well, first advice that I would give you guys is to just make sure that your study space allows you to be alone without any noise or any sorts of like disturbances. It allows you to be very well isolated so you can think on your own, because when you're writing your exams, nobody's gonna be there. Nobody will be sitting next to you making noise or like telling you the answers. So just make sure that your study space allows you to be alone, because when you write your exam, you're gonna be alone. Okay, the next one, this one needs you to do more of like a self-introspection and stuff like that. Please look at the course that you're doing. Are you sitting in the correct place? Are you supposed to be doing the course that you're doing? Sometimes we find ourselves putting unnecessary pressure on ourselves, but like we can avoid that. When you're picking your course, please make sure that you do what aligns with your level of understanding, because nowadays we don't do something because, oh, I'm very passionate about it, I want to do it, I know I can, and stuff like that. Well, yeah, there are some people who do it because of that. Like nowadays we do the courses that we do because we want to impress our parents, because we're worried what is who gonna say about me. No, be realistic with yourself. Stop putting unnecessary pressure on yourself because you're trying to impress people and all of that. Just be realistic with yourself, because you may feel as if you're giving it your best shot, but your best shot is not enough. It's not because you cannot, or it's because you're dumb. It could be because you're sitting in the wrong place. So just like take a closer look at that, and like, yeah. Okay guys, the next one is the concept of cell phones. These are your cell phones. These are your lives. Your lives are literally revolving around your cell phones. You guys are addicted to your cell phones. You guys cannot study without your cell phones. You guys are allowing your cell phones to take up your study times. You guys are allowing whoever the people in your lives may be to like take up your study times. You guys do not understand that you can always talk to them after your examinations. Please, whenever you're studying, put your cell phones on D&D. Do not disturb. Do not allow your cell phones to disturb you. Why are you receiving notifications while you're studying? Why are you allowing yourself to be distracted or disturbed by the notifications while you're studying? Please look out for yourselves, guys. Remember, you're not doing it for anyone else, but you're doing it for yourselves. Your parents are not going to be here one day. They're not always going to be there to support you. They're not always going to be there to actually shout at you, to tell you to put your phone down and look at your books. So it's about time at which you just look out for yourselves. And the next one, studying the day before an exam. Why are you doing that yourself? Like, why? Why do you deny yourself heaven? Why do you consider yourself undeserving? That's so out of topic, but anyways, guys, just study at least a minimum of 7 days before your examination. If you're still in like grade 11 going downwards, give yourself like at least 7 days before your examination. Start studying at least 7 days before, because what do you expect yourself to learn the day before? What do you expect yourself to understand the day before? That only puts you under a season of denial, season of giving up. I hate people give up. Never give up. So guys, avoid studying the day before, because it puts you under so much pressure that you end up not having enough time to cover all the topics that you're actually supposed to learn. And then the next one, let's look at the concept of all-nighters. I really like people who like pull all-nighters, because I'm also a night owl. I somehow study better at night, I guess. But like, why are you pulling an all-nighter? You're learning for the whole night, the day before your mathematics exam, day before. I'm not against all-nighters. If you study like 7 days before, yes, you can pull as many all-nighters as you want, but like not the day before your exam. Give your brain some rest. Give yourself some time to rest before your exam. There are some very hard questions in like maths papers. How do you expect yourself to think if you didn't get sleep? So guys, all-nighters are not meant to be pulled the day before an exam. They could be pulled like days before your exams. Please stop pulling all-nighters the days before. I don't care what you drink, Red Bull, Bioplus, Type of Vibes, or whatever it may be. And the next one is the concept of study breaks. If you study the day before, then where are you going to get a study break? So it's okay to study days before so that you can learn and take breaks. Learn and take breaks. Don't put yourself under so much pressure. How do you expect yourself to cover 5 topics, which could be like 2 hours each, 10 hours? How do you expect yourself to study for 10 hours straight without any rest? Give yourself study breaks. Learn for at least an hour if you can take that much, and rest. Give yourself a break. Don't study like crazy. Give yourself breaks, some time to just like, take breaks. But like, if you're someone who studies the day before, you're only putting yourself under pressure, because where are you gonna get break time? Where are you gonna get it? So just look out for yourselves, because nobody else will. Next up is having a study timetable. Yes, we do get exams timetable, but exams timetable only tell you when you're writing a paper. They do not help you on how you should study. So make your own study timetable. Another thing, stop asking people to share their study timetables with you. Maybe I may need like 7 days to cover 10 topics, and maybe you may need 15 days to do so. So like, stop putting yourself under unnecessary pressure by using other people's study timetables. Make your own study timetable. Make your own study timetable. As simple as that. Nobody's gonna get hurt, nobody's gonna fail. Just make your own study timetable, because our levels of understanding are not the same. So look out for yourselves. Once again, another one is summarizing your notes. Make summaries, make flashcards if you learn better with flashcards. Make charts, flow charts, or whatever. Make flow diagrams, or whatever the case may be. Whatever it is that helps you understand learning. But you cannot tell me that you're using your 400-page textbook to learn for an exam. No, don't do that to yourself. Yes, that's where we get our information and stuff like that, but you're using 400 pages of notes to learn? No. Stop lying to yourself and stop lying to us. Just make summaries of your notes, and there should be time for making summaries, and there should be time for learning. learning, I mean studying. You cannot be making summaries during your study time. Okay, I remember this other day last year, we were gonna write a life science paper the following day, and I saw someone still summarizing their notes the previous day. Obviously, they need to learn those notes. Where are they gonna get the time? So stop studying the day before so you can have time to get all the resources that you need together and stuff like that. Yeah. The next one is past papers. Be friends with past year papers. Be friends with past year papers. Stop using the data that you should be using to look up for like past papers for unnecessary things. You guys are wasting your data on very much unnecessary things on the social media. Use your data to look up for past papers. Past papers help you understand what's going on. Past papers help you know what to expect in the exam. You can't tell me that you're doing grade 10 and you don't look at past papers. Look at past papers. Be friends with past papers. That's all I can say to you. Be friends with past papers. Okay, well, yeah. Closing up, I would like to say, don't worry about what other people are saying about you. Don't worry about what other people think about you. Just work at your own pace. Set goals that are realistic for you, for yourself. Don't do any of the things that you do to impress other people and stuff like that. Just be realistic with yourself. Don't worry about what who will say about you, what who will say about you. Just be realistic with yourself and you'll be okay. And it's okay to fail. We only learn from our mistakes, but always take it upon yourself to do better. Thank you for watching till this far. Bye.